Dungeons and Dragons character sheet. What's up, guys? Blog Mars here. That little intro thing was something I just thought up on the fly, just to say something different besides what's up. A couple weeks ago, in my first sort of return video, I talked about how I was going to go over Dungeons and Dragons. It was the roleplay game that I'd gotten into, how many months now? Like, last September? So, maybe 7 months ago? Wow! It's been that long already. That's a lot of wasted time. No, I'm kidding. Every Wednesday night has been... It's really hard to put into words. It's just been really special. So, before I get too sappy, let's get right into this. So, first, we have character name. And you see that little symbol there because this is actually an image. I figured this is easier. My character name would be Crom, or whatever character name you have to put right there. Got your player, that's your name. Class and level. So, class would be Druid, Cleric, Fighter, Bard, etc. Level would be your character level. Duh. Race would be whatever you are. Orc, half-orc, human, elf, half-elf. You know, whatever you identify yourself as. Bad joke, sorry. Alignment, that's, you know, good, neutral good, evil, that sort of stuff. Deity, that's a bit of a fun one. You don't have to have a deity. I personally do. It's the orc god of nature, I believe. Forget the name, obviously. Size, for most characters, is medium, but if you're playing like a halfling or something, you're going to be small, etc., etc. Age, that's something you choose specifically. Gender, another thing you choose. You can be male, female, you can be whatever, you know. D&D really does not discriminate like that. Height. I think you roll for this. I forget how you do. You don't just choose it arbitrarily. Same with weight. There's ways to roll for that. There's weights to roll for that. No. Bad pun. Bad pun. 2 minutes in, we're already making shitty puns. Eyes. Yeah, eye color, basically. Hair color and skin. Those three things you can choose. Okay. Now we get to the real stuff. Ability scores. I was going over this while I was taking a shower. I'm gonna edit that part out. Strength. Strength is basically your physical modifier. Basically, like the ability to punch things, the ability to move things, the ability to carry things, is based off of that. Nothing really special goes into strength outside of those physical stuff. You see the skills over here. We'll get to that in a second. But a lot of the physical skills require strength. And then also the grapple, which I'll also get to in a second. The grapple will come first. Then you got dexterity, which I describe as your agility and sort of your ability to, like, focus, if you will. Definitely, I forget your YouTube channel name, but you know who you are. Person in our D&D group who depends on dexterity. If you describe it a different way, please tell me, and then I will definitely correct it in a future video. And make, like, courtesy of whatever. Okay. Constitution, that's literally your health. In RuneScape, it was called HP, and then it was eventually moved to Constitution, so I came into the game knowing exactly what that was. Just a little excuse to bring up RuneScape. Intelligence. Literally how smart or dumb you are. Not that complicated. That's also important, though, because that determines the pointing at the screen. You can't see it. Determines the skill numbers. Not the skill numbers, but your sort of advantages to gaining skill levels. And different races have different advantages. So, you know, you gotta be, like, a tiny bit careful about that. I think humans have a very specific bonus the second you create them. But other than that, they go normal. And I think elves probably have, like, a slight advantage. No, it's not based on race. It's based on class. My bad. Wisdom. For me, and for, like, everybody else in the group, it's how many spells you have. I don't mean to dumb it down, but I'm just going to keep it that simple, because beyond that, I really don't know. Wisdom is literally what it sounds like, other than what I just said. You know, the more wisdom you have, you're a spellcaster, the more spells you have access to. You know, levels 1 to 9, we'll get to those later. Charisma, or charisma, just throwing that joke, throwing literally the oldest joke in the book there. That's physical attractiveness, you know, physical embodiment in any way that can, or, you know, the opposite, love and fear, that whole thing, all of that plays into charisma. So the only thing that your strength goes into besides skills is the grapple, which is literally how effectively you can physically hold on to something, hold on to a live being for more than a few seconds. I assume that's a pretty fair way of describing it. Base attack bonus and spell resistance, those are two completely different things. Don't worry about those. Those come in based on your class. The book, the Dungeon Master Guide tells you everything about that. Still don't know what my spell resistance is. Doesn't matter. Fortitude, saving throws. I said one of them before saying it. Saving throws, you got 3 of them. Fortitude, reflex, and will. Fortitude is, of course, based on Constitution. Reflex is based on Dexterity. And will is based on Wisdom. These, you don't have to worry about. They are determined by your class, and I think just determined by your class. But I think your race can affect these very slightly. The race can also affect these, the ability score, so be careful. Mine specifically, and then also your race and your class can also affect these, so be a little bit careful. My class and race specifically, my class, the Druid, gave me, I think it did a little bit of an advantage to one of these, I don't remember, but it took away some strength. So to make up for that, I decided to be a half-orc, which killed my charisma, but I'm now the strongest character in the group. So literally, I remember like the second adventure, I don't even know if it was the second one, might have been the first one, I ripped a chunk of the wall off and slid down and ice slide with it and over like a frozen lake. It's pretty awesome. So if this box is literally your hit points, that's calculated using some dice rolls. This you don't really use, the wound / cure and HP. I just try to keep up with it. Non-lethal damage, don't worry about that. Speed, literally don't worry about that at all. Armor class, this is like your ability, not really to stand up to attacks, but sort of also avoid attacks. You have your base plus 10, your armor shield bonus, dexterity modifier, your size modifier. So if you're bigger, you get a subtraction. Natural armor, that'd be something that you could cast that would give you higher natural armor. The spell that I always use is called Bark Skin. And then your deflection modifier and your miscellaneous modifier. Got your touch armor class, flat-footed. That's in the book. You don't really affect that much. Initiative. This is based on your dexterity modifier, and I do have a feat to increase this, so you can get those as well. But feats, those are in the next video. Don't worry about that. Forget I said that word. That's a whole other topic. And I guess do we have enough time? You guys want to go over skills? Alright, let's do it. Ignore the attack boxes over here real quick. So, skills. You got Appraise. Most of these are self-explanatory. Balance, Bluff, Climb, Concentration, Craft, Decipher Script, Diplomacy, Disable Device, Disguise, Escape Artist, Forgery, Gather Information, Handle Animal, Heal, Hide, Intimidate, Jump, Knowledge. This is important, the knowledge part. Listen, move silently, open, perform, profession, ride, search, sense motive, sleight of hand, spellcraft, spot, survival, swim, tumble, use magic device, use rope. And I think you can even write in a few if you want to. There's some serious skills. You can see the key abilities. They reference back to the ability scores. I won't read off all of these because it's pretty self-explanatory which abilities correspond to which skills. And most of it are self-explanatory. The only 4 that aren't self-explanatory, I use that phrase a lot in the last 10 seconds, are Craft, Knowledge, Perform, and Profession. Craft is when you want to create a specific item. Knowledge is when you have knowledge of a certain subject, like religion, the planes, nature, dungeoneering. There's literally almost knowledge everything. Perform is when you put on a performance, whether it's musically, whether it's to show off a certain skill or talent, and you have an audience. And Profession is when you do something for money. That money usually isn't very much at the very beginning, but it does add up after a while. Yeah, so that's the first page of the character sheet. Again, don't worry about these. I'm ignoring them for right now. This is literally just weapons and such. The book takes care of any book that you're using to make your character will take care of all of this for you. So that's it on the first page of the character sheet. Hopefully I made it simple to understand. Hopefully for my future groups you will watch this video and be like, wow, this guy isn't a total idiot. Oh, you might still think that anyway. I mean, I can't really affect your opinion. So again, thanks for watching. I finally got around to doing this. Hopefully this will be up by the day I'm filming it, Sunday, or the next day, Monday. But until then, until the next video, see you later. I don't know how to finish this. Keep dungeoning on. That's how I'll finish it.